Dear viewers, I have appeared in front of you again. Today I will present an instructional video. My topic today is about history of animation. Watch this video carefully and you will benefit even a little bit. Today I will teach you about 2D animation can fall under traditional animation like most early Disney movies. But there is something called vector based animation that can be 2D without being traditional. With vector based, the motion here can be controlled by vectors rather than pixels. So, what the heck does that mean? Images with familiar formats like JPG, GIF, BMP are pixel images. These images cannot be enlarged or shrunk without affecting image quality. Vector graphics don't need to worry about resolution. Vectors are characterized by pathways with various start and end points. Lines connecting these points to build the graphic. Shapes can be created to form a character or other image below in an example. Vector-based animation uses mathematical values to resize images, so motion is smooth. They can reuse these creations, so the animator doesn't need to keep drawing the same characters over and over again. You can move around these vectors and animate that way. This is also helpful for animators who aren't the best drawers. Yes, these people exist. Today, 3D or computer animation is one of the most common types of animation. But just because computers have stepped in instead of actual drawings, it is not necessarily easier. The computer is just another tool, and 3D animation is still a long, intense process. In 3D animated movies, the animator uses a program to move the character's body parts around. They set their digital frames when all of the parts of the character are in the right position. They do this for each frame, and the computer calculates the motion from each frame. Animators adjust and tweak the curvatures and movements their characters make throughout. From Toy Story in 1995 to today's Coco, 3D animation has become one of the dominant types of animation. 3D animation is also unique in that, unlike 2D or other traditional methods, the character's interior today is always visible. If a character turns to the side, the animator only needs to draw the side profile in 2D animation. But in 3D, the entire body still needs to be visible. So, again, even though computers are being used with new technology comes with way more considerations. Whether you are using drawing in 2D or computing in 3D, animations and filmmakers alike look to storyboards to plan out each frame. Unlike live action, animation movies cannot rely on camera tricks in a shot. Storyboards are the lifeline for creating animation. Here are the storyboards used for Disney's classic animated feature Aladdin, organized in Studio Binder's storyboard tool. Motion graphics are digital graphics that create the illusion of motion, usually for ads, title sequences in films, but ultimately exist to communicate something to the viewer. They are often combined with sound for multimedia projects. There are a type of animation used mostly in business, usually with text as a main player. Below are a few examples of motion graphics animation using the top trends of today. Stop motion encompasses claymation, pixelation, object motion, and more. But the basic mechanics are similar to the traditional style, like a flip book. However, instead of drawings, stop motion adjusts physical objects in each frame. If moved in small increments captured one frame at a time, the illusion of motion is produced. Whether puppets, clay, or even real people, these manual adjustments can make it a long, arduous process. Wallace and Gromit, Chicken Run, and The Nightmare Before Christmas are all great examples of stop motion films. Stop motion is definitely an older form in the history of animation, especially compared to 3D computer animation, but the process of animating pictures dates back way before Disney or Pixar. Cutout animation is one of the oldest forms of animation. The technique is essentially 2D stop motion. An animator moves cutout shapes from frame to frame to create the illusion of movements. The technique is cheaper and slightly easier than other animation styles, so it proliferated in independent spaces. Think of Monty Python animation. But it was in 1832 when the Joseph Plateau that the first widespread device came into place using the principle. It created a fluent illusion of motion when multiple images blend into a single moving image in the brain. It's called persistence of vision. If there is any mistake in my video, please comment. Any comments will make my way easier. Your valuable comments will motivate me to take new videos. Like and subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching my video. See you again.